Hi everyone, welcome to the Franchise Marketing Minute, part of the Franchising Matters video series. In these segments, we look to explore complex marketing topics in 5 minutes or less. So let's jump straight in. Today's topic is why you as a franchise organization need structured data. In case you're not familiar with the term, structured data, which is also called schema markup, is a special code that's applied to your website that helps search engines like Google, Bing, and even the newer ones like ChatGPT to better understand your content. Structured data is kind of like providing the search engine with a detailed map of the content on your site so it can better understand the exact details of your business, including your products and your services. But rather than try and tell you, I think I'm just going to show you. So let's jump live to the web. So I'm going to do a voice search on Google here, and I'm doing a voice search for two reasons. One, that way I don't have to type in front of all you fine people here. But secondly, voice search is becoming more and more prevalent. You've probably seen people talking to their phone like this as opposed to typing, using in-home speakers, etc. So it's becoming more and more frequent that people are searching with their voice as opposed to typing. And an interesting aspect of that is when people use their voice, they tend to use more terms. And that's very important for structured data, which you'll see in just a minute. So let's do a quick search here. Best dog daycare, Waco, Texas. Okay, so these are our local results. I'm going to skip by those for just a moment. Here's our first organic result for a client of ours, Dogtopia. So as you can see, this location is in Waco. There's the phone number. Here's the address. Here's the star rating. And here's our location hours. Now, if the search engine were to come to the site, it would undoubtedly crawl all of that and probably figure out where the location is actually physically located. But we want to make sure. So I'm going to grab this URL here and I'm going to go to this tool. So this is a structured data tool where what it does is it reads the code of a website, finds all the structured data, and displays it in a way that's a little easier for us humans to use. So here's the code of the site. So this tool has gone through and read all of it. And what we've done as Reshift Media is we've embedded structured data in the code to help the search engine better understand the site. So we've applied what's called a local business schema markup here. And what it does is it explicitly tells the search engine all of the information about the business. So it says, hey, search engine, the name of this business is Dogtopia of Waco. Here's their telephone number. Here's what their hours are on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Here's the street address. Here's the zip code. And we've even gone so far as to put in the Latin long here. So we are explicitly telling the search engine all of this information about the business. And that is incredibly important for things like local searches. If I do a near me, a dog daycare near me type of search, the search engine wants to know exactly where all of the dog daycares are relative to my proximity. So by providing that lat long, there is zero doubt in the search engine's mind exactly where this business is. So that's how you rank stronger for a local search, like I just did a minute ago. Let's do a slightly longer tail search, shall we? So let's go back to Google here. Refurbished iPhone 13 Pro Max Gold. So I've been very detailed in my search, and first ranking here is Reblow. Let's go into this. So you can see they've got a lot of detail, iPhone 13 Pro Max Gold. They got the price, etc. Let's do the same thing. We'll take the URL. We'll go into our tool here, and let's see what it shows. So again, what it's doing right now is it's going through all the code to find all the structured data. Okay, and we can see here they've applied a product structured data here. There are a few warnings, but that's not that big a deal. So what have they done? So they've said, hey, search engine, this is a product. It's an Apple 13 Pro Max. It's a gold. It's acceptable. Here's where the image is. Here's a very big description. Lots of data in there. It's told us that it's an Apple. It's told us the price. It's told us, looks like we got the color in here. We got that it's part of a collection. Here's, it's an iPhone 13 Max. So it's given us all of that detail, which is why when I did that very nuanced search, this came up. I looked for gold, iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it is really important that you're applying this sort of structured data so the search engine can answer those very long tail queries. There are literally hundreds of schemas, structured data options for you. This is listed them on a site called schema.org if you want to check it out. Most of you would be using the organization type markups. So as an example, here's a local business, and you can see there's markups for all kinds of local businesses. If you're a restaurant, you're using a food establishment right here, and you can basically choose the structured data options that make the most sense to you. There are literally hundreds. You shouldn't implement hundreds. You implement only a few, but you pick the ones that are most pertinent to your business. So to quickly wrap up, why should you care about structured data? First of all, if you're a franchise business, local SEO is absolutely critical. So you have to apply that local business markup I showed you. It will help you get that visibility near me and other geographical based searches. It enhances your listings because now things, reviews, hours, events, and everything else that you mark up using structured data will have more visibility in search. If you're a restaurant, mark up your menu. That's a big one. I just showed you how it works for voice search. The more people do long tail searches, the more structured data is more valuable. Helps with your brand authority, and you get better click-through rates because you have more information in your search results and you rank for those longer tail searches, which not only helps you with click-through, but also helps you with conversion. You'll get more sales. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this valuable. As our free gift to you, you can download a free copy of our 2025 Trends Report by scanning that QR code there. I'm more than happy to talk with anyone who's interested in learning more about structured data. And I hope you have yourself an excellent day.